All right. I know that was a heavy breathe, but before I start this video, I want to apologize for what I'm going to say about these developers. I'm going to apologize to all you people who seem to enjoy Modern Warfare 2022, aka Modern Warfare 2. Not the real Modern Warfare 2, but this atrocity they call Call of Duty. And give me 1 second. I'm gonna vape right quick because this is probably gonna be a long video, but I want you guys to stick around and watch it because I am sick and I am tired of these developers doing the OG Call of Duty fans like this. Give me 1 second. All right, let's get into it. Year after year, year after year, no matter who creates Call of Duty, these guys seem to always change the formula and they stray away from what made this game, this franchise, so damn good. All right, and let's start with one, the mini map. These guys at Infinity Ward, right, for some weird reason, seem to not want to give us a regular mini map. I don't know what the logic is. I don't know what the reasoning behind this. They seem to want players to look for players who fire their weapon. They want us to track the weapon sounds instead of using the red dots on the mini map when they fire their weapon, for God's sake. Instead of us using the red dots on the mini map to track what the enemies are, they want us to track them by the sound of their gun. This is probably one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard from a Call of Duty developer. In this game, you have kabukus, 10,000, 10 million different attachments on each of these weapons, right? To keep you off the radar. They got like 30,000 different attachments, 30,000 different suppressors to keep you off the radar. I don't understand, why can't we have a regular mini-map back in Call of Duty? That's like my main problem with Infinity Ward. How you give us a nice smooth game. You give us, by God, one of the most beautiful Call of Duty games ever. Some of the most beautiful Call of Duty games ever graphically. But for some odd reason, you guys seem to always want to make it different. You guys want to make it more tactical, more realistic, when Call of Duty has never been like that. Call of Duty has always been an arcade shooter. And for some odd reason, you guys seem to always want to make it more tactically. Why are you guys trying to change something that isn't broken? No one asked you guys to change the mini-map and how it functions. No one has ever complained about the mini-map until the recent Call of Duties. That's like my main problem so far. Second problem, these godforsaken footsteps, man. I ain't lying. These footsteps in this game are so loud, and I mean so loud. And I'm not just saying this, dude. They're really loud. I was playing the game earlier, and I was like literally walking around the corner because I heard the guy coming, and he just get the jump on me. And I said, "How did you hear me?" I was walking. These footsteps, I don't know why they do this. They did this in Modern Warfare 2019, and now they're doing it in Modern Warfare 2 2022. I don't know, why can't we have dead silence as a perk? Why? There has been no Call of Duty game, other than the recent ones, that's not giving us dead silence as a perk. I mean, Vanguard did something right. They gave us both of the two. We had dead silence as a perk. Then we had a perk that silenced our footsteps, which was Ninja or dead silence. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Vanguard did. They did us a favor with that. But these guys at Infinity Ward, I don't know. They do this shit every time they make a Call of Duty game. They did it in Modern Warfare 2019, and now they're doing it in Modern Warfare 2. It seems like it's going to be a repeat of Modern Warfare 2019. I don't think these guys learn from their mistakes, and if so, I don't want to repeat of Modern Warfare 2019 multiplayer, man. I don't want to repeat of that. Because Modern Warfare 2019 had the worst multiplayer ever in Call of Duty history. And I said that about Vanguard, but no, I don't know which one's worse, Vanguard or Modern Warfare 2019. I don't know, because both of them were pretty crappy in my opinion. No one played multiplayer in Vanguard. Only some of the newer YouTubers played multiplayer in Vanguard. The OGs probably never even touched multiplayer in Vanguard. Vanguard multiplayer was not good, but Modern Warfare 2019 multiplayer was just boring and not fun. Like, I don't know these guys' logic. I don't know I don't know. I don't know what's their purpose. I don't know what's their plan with Modern Warfare series. Now I don't know if I don't even know if it's even Call of Duty anymore because it don't feel like Call of Duty, and it disappoints me. It saddens me. It just seems like they're just trying to make this game a mixture of Rainbow Six, a mixture of Battlefield, to the point it just destroying the franchise. And I'm not the only ones complaining about this. There's a lot of YouTubers out there complaining about this. Even Infinity War put up a blog post explaining to everyone why they won't change their mini map, why they won't nerf the footsteps. And you know, I don't know who's playtesting the game. I don't know if it's Call of Duty players playtesting it or just random people that just walk in and say, "Hey, can I play the new Call of Duty? I want to see how it plays." And they're just saying, "Oh man, this is amazing," because it just looks good. No one asked Infinity Ward to change the perk system, but they did it anyway. Since when we have to charge up our perks to have our perks activated? That's never been done before. Why are they changing the formula of something that's never been broken? That's what I want to know. Answer that question. Why are they changing the formula of something that's never been broken? No one asked for none of this. This is just going to be another fail. It's going to be one of those type of things where people like YouTubers, and I'm probably pretty known YouTubers, are going to just play Modern Warfare 2019 once a week, or they're just going to stick to Warzone, bring one gameplay video of some multiplayer, and then they're just going to go back to Warzone. And you know, that's sadly what Call of Duty has become like. No one touches the multiplayer. Everyone is on Warzone. If they're not on Warzone, then I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, you have some out there that plays the campaign, but for God's sake, I think, you know, some of these things that the devs say just doesn't make sense. All right. You say you won't give us the mini map back because you want players to actively search the sound of the weapon when they're firing their gun, and it's very sad to say, because there are like 30,000 different suppressors in this game that can silence your weapon and keep you off the radar. I don't know, and it saddens and it breaks my heart because they're not listening to us at all. They're just doing what they think is right and what they think is best for this franchise. When in reality, you're doing nothing but just killing this franchise. This franchise is just slowly declining. I mean, Treyarch tried to give us what we wanted, Cold War. They tried to give us the fast arcade-paced boots on the ground Call of Duty, and they failed at it too. It was so clunky, so glitchy, so buggy. And in Sledgehammer, they tried too with the new engine, the guns up engine, and it didn't work out because it was very bad. I don't know how the hell, right? I don't know how they get it right with World War II. They got it right even with Black Ops 3. And Black Ops 3 wasn't even boots on the ground. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. And quite frankly, I'm not interested in Modern Warfare 2 2022. I know I said I was excited about this game, but just after hearing the feedback from Beta Weekend 2, from these guys at Infinity Ward, it just saddens me. It breaks my heart that these guys aren't listening. And you know, we had the same issue back in 2019 with the original Modern Warfare. These guys seem to just don't care, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart, man. Give me 1 second. And I'm not just saying this because back in Modern Warfare 2019, it was very slow. People just hid behind doors. I mean, you guys was around on the channel to see that. I posted gameplay of that almost every single day of how bad that game was. They just hid behind doors, ran up with shotguns, and it was just overall a disaster. Now, year 2 of Modern Warfare 2019 was better. I would say, because most of the sweats moved on to the next Call of Duty, and people were moving around. People were playing normal, but it just wasn't the same because they changed so much. Like, I don't think you guys understand. You guys can have the most beautiful Call of Duty, right? Graphically wise, you guys can have great guns, great gun sounds, great reload animations. Everything can be on point. But if the core gameplay, right, the core gameplay, if it's not there, then just sadly players aren't going to stick around. And that's the problem with this game right here. It's just not fun. And you can't argue with me and say Modern Warfare 2 2022 is fun, because if you do, then I don't know if you played the original Call of Duties, because this it's not fun. How can you rush in this game? Every time you try to rush, they just soundwhore you to death, and they just stand in the corner and just wait to hear your footsteps and just soundwhore you to death. And you may argue with me and say, well, you can just pop dead silence or whatever like that, and then they won't hear your footsteps. But why do I have to activate dead silence when I could just run dead silence as a perk? I don't have to activate it. Why do I have to stand still and actively hear out people shoot their weapons just for me to go search for them, when they could just fire their weapon and they dot pop up on the mini map? I mean, they deserve to be exposed because they're firing an unsuppressed weapon. It's like thousands of different attachments in this game that could keep you off the radar when firing your weapon. They got like 30,000 different suppressors in this game. I'm not lying to you. So why can't we have features that were originally made in Call of Duty Return back Call of Duty? Why do we have to suffer just because of the new player base? They have to get good and adapt just like we did. This isn't like I don't know, man. I don't know. It bums me out that these guys don't listen to us, and I don't know. It bums me out. These guys just don't listen to us, and it breaks my heart. That's all I gotta say, fellas. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't like Modern Warfare 2 and probably not going to buy Modern Warfare 2. Simple.